If I had known what I am telling you today, I think I would have been more successful earlier. You know, in my previous video, I told you I have used major part of my life to fail. So right now, when I learned some of the basic principles that I learned, the principles in the Hermetic teachings, number one of those things are the mirror principle, the law of cause and effect, the laws of desires, as within, so without, as above, so below. When I learned these principles, I embodied them and it changed me forever. If you pay focal attention to what I am teaching you right now, whatsoever you desire, you will get. Now, let me tell you something why you need to listen to me. I am the best at what I teach currently. I am the best at what I teach. I am not here coming to tell you gainsay. I am the best at what I teach. I learned from Bob Proto. I learned from Napoleon Hill. I learned from Tony Robbins. I embedded all that. In my previous video, I said something. A year in my life came when I decided that I was not going to read any other book again, except the book called Think and Grow Rich. For one whole year, I dedicated that book, Think and Grow Rich. I had thousands of books in my library and I discarded them. Not that I threw them away, but I told myself that I wasn't going to touch any one of those books. That throughout this year, that I was going to study that book called Think and Grow Rich. And that I said to myself that I wanted to know the possibility of success. I wanted to know if truly success is real. I wanted to know if truly Think and Grow Rich was going to help me. Because I had dabbled, I read so many books, but I saw that my life was not changing. But that year of my life, I said that I was going to read Think and Grow Rich and that I wasn't going to ever read any other book for one whole year. And I dedicated my life to it. Now, if you are going to dedicate yourself to this video, your life will definitely change. Feel free to link in the comment section. Ask me whatever question you feel like asking me. I am the best at what I teach. That's plain and simple. Now, this is it. Today, I'm going to be teaching you this principle of be, do, have. Be, do, have. If you learn this today, your life will change in 360 degrees, not just 180 degrees, 360 degrees. Your life turnaround will be like day to night. Simply because you paid full-fledged attention to what I'm teaching you right now. I told you I am the best at what I teach, and I am not bragging. So many persons have learned from me, and so many persons are changing their lives and their destiny. Remember what I told you earlier. I have used the major part of my life to fail. I have used the major part of my life to fail. So I am an authority to teaching you how to succeed. Be, do, have. Now, let me tell you something. So many times you want to achieve things and you start at that doing part. You start at that doing part. You want to do. You want to have. You just want to do. They say, yes, it's going to get a skill. Yes, going to do this. Going to, for example, let me give you this literal example. A woman who is chubby, who is fat, or who has excessive weight, or a man who has excessive weight. You see them, they hear where they go to, they hear where people tell them, go for much rigorous training so that you will trim yourself. Let me tell you something. No matter the rigorous training you put on yourself, you will never be slim as a man or a woman. It doesn't work that way because you're only trying to do in order to have. But you're neglecting something. The B. DE, the B. To achieve anything in your life, you must first and foremost, just like the law of assumption, which I have taught you in the previous video, you must first and foremost assume in yourself the wish fulfilled. See yourself as the person you would have already become in reality, even if on the present state you are not it. So what is it? If you're going to training, simply because you want to be you want to trim yourself, you want to be slim fitted, you're going for just regular sessions of training. It doesn't work that way, because internally you see yourself as a fat person. Internally you see yourself as a person who is overweight. So when that mental cycle keep running in your mind, all what you're doing is watered down. But you must see yourself as a person primarily who is slim. You may be fat physically in your three-dimensional world, which is static, just as your eyes can see. You may be chubby, you may be fat. But in your fourth dimensional world, which is the imaginary world, which is where the law of assumption comes in, you must first and foremost start seeing yourself as a slim person. Even if in physical reality you are fat or chubby, in your mental world, you must start configuring your mind to see yourself as a slim person. Even if people are laughing at you, you're fat, you're chubby, you must see yourself as a slim person. Now, when you see yourself as a slim person, that is in the mental conscious aspect of your life. In order to translate it to your subconscious mind, you must now start clothing it with feelings. You must now start feeling the feeling you would have felt if you were already slim. If you were already slim and you would have seen yourself as a wonderful, fine, elegant woman, start seeing yourself as a fine, slim woman, even when you are still chubby, even when you think you are still fat. Always assume the wish fulfilled. Don't see yourself as your current situation is seeing yourself. So now the big part of it is that in your being, you must be rich first. In your being, you must be rich first. It's not something that you'd have to wait for physical realities to translate before you start seeing yourself as a rich person. No. You must start seeing yourself as a rich person now. You must start seeing yourself as a slim woman or a slim man now. Be that kind of person in your mental world, in your fourth dimension. Just like I would always tell you, as within, so without, as above, so beneath. As you always see yourself in your subconscious mind, that is how it will translate physically. So when you must have been mentally, subconsciously, that kind of person who you want to become, if you start seeing yourself as a slim, I have not been sick in my life. I am not. I discovered one day that I don't get sick. I try to trace it and discover that I have one mental mindset. I have one mindset about me. I always see myself as a slim person. And yes, I've been slim. No matter the kind of food I eat. Some people say don't eat late in the night, that it will make your body to be fat. But I can eat whatsoever time I want to eat. I eat whatsoever I like to eat. I don't even come up in my body. My body is always flat. My tummy is always flat. Even if I eat oily food, because my mental construct has always seen myself as a slim person. So my subconscious mind will always act what I give it as a message. So you must be that kind of person. Be the person who is always rich in his mind. Be the person who is always slim in his mind. Then any other course you want to go for, whether it's a training, rigor, whatever you're going out for, will now start working in your life. But if you don't see yourself as a slim person, no matter the physical course you go for, no matter the physical rigorous training you go for, no matter the food you take to make yourself slim, they might act as a temporal walk, making you stress-free slim, but it will you eventually burst back, and you even burst bigger than what you are previously. That is why you see some people say, yes, I was slim, but when I usually train that time, I noticed I came down, but when I stopped for like a week, all my body came back fat again. That is their testimony, simply because they already see themselves as fat people trying to train to be slim. Don't see yourself as a fat person trying to train to be slim. See yourself as a slim person who is always living in a world that he is slim. That the training you're doing is just to embellish yourself. Don't see yourself as a fat person trying to train to be slim. Don't see yourself as a poor person trying to become wealthy. So long your goal is away from you, you will constantly work to achieve it. And when you are working, your goal will be going further away. So you must see yourself as you want to be already and embody it with a feeling. That feeling puts you in a certain vibrational frequency. And that vibrational frequency will give you that which you have already pictured. That vibrational frequency is what will now help you to propel your actions to do. So naturally, you start doing things that would make you to be slim, that would make you to have money, that would make you to expand and achieve success. Because you are now a successful person internally. You are now a slim person internally. So you will always want to act that way. Sooner than later, you see that in your physical world, you start manifesting wealth, abundance, health. That is as simple as it gets. So you must follow be, do, have. Be, do, have. If you decide not to follow that way, if you just want to be do the doing without the being, you discover that you keep on struggling and struggling for years, because just doing without being would inevitably make you to walk in suffering. So you must first and foremost be the kind of person you would have loved to be externally. Internally first. Internalize what you want to see externally. Internalize it first. If you are poor today, struggling, not getting the kind of life you want, turn the reverse. See yourself as a wealthy person. See yourself as a wealthy person. Feel yourself as a wealthy person. Think yourself as a wealthy person. Be, let your being resonate. You are God. You can create whatever you want to create. See yourself. Be, do, have. Nothing stops you. You can achieve, you can be. But it all starts with you changing your internal being, configuring your internal being to that of what you want to see externally. Thank you very much. I'd like you to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Turn on the notification icon, because whenever I post things like this, you'll be one of the first persons that will see it. In your community, share it. There are so many persons who would love to get the same result you're also looking out for. So I want somebody to say, that video you sent me helped me a lot. Thank you. Do you have more of those videos? You can send it to me. So I have helped so many persons achieve a goal. Some goals that seemed impossible for them. The person was earning 300 and something, but he set a goal that he wanted to achieve 1 million naira. And within 3 months, within 4 months of setting that goal, this person achieved 20 million. So that is why I tell you, I am the best in what I teach. I am not gainsaying. Whatever you have as a question, feel free. Feel free. Write it down on the comment section below. I'll be glad to answer you. Thank you very much.